U.S. Naval Base Guantanamo Bay is a detention camp set up in 2002 by the Bush administration. And though it is located in Cuba, it belongs to the U.S. Guantanamo Bay was originally created to hold suspects from the war in Afghanistan and later in Iraq. These also included people thought to have been involved with the 9/11 crisis. The area consisted of 3 separate camps: Camp Delta, Camp X-Ray, and Camp Iguana.
Hello, this is Zara Ahmed reporting from New York. 12 o'clock this morning on Wall Street, thousands of protesters were lining up, fighting for the rights of Guantanamo Bay prisoners. The police have already surrounded the area and are ready for further action. Over the years, there have been several protests such as these. However, has the government really done anything to stop this? No. Back to you, Linda. Thank you, Zara. I'm Linda, reporting live from the BBC studio in New York. Today, we are very lucky to have a former Guantanamo Bay prisoner who actually was innocent in the end. Please welcome Yasir Chandi. Hello, Yasir. So is it okay if I ask you a couple of questions?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I was in Afghanistan. Well, I lived in Afghanistan. So I was just walking around and suddenly there were a bunch of bombs and I ran.
So, what was your most painful experience in Guantanamo Bay?
I think the most painful experience I had was when we weren't there at Guantanamo Bay yet, but they put the bags over our heads and they bound our hands. It was so shocking, and I was really surprised. I had no idea where we were going. I don't want to think about it.
Ah! Get back down! I'll shoot you! Shut up! Get back down!
Okay, so Yasir Chandi, can you give us a couple of experiences that you went through during the time?
Well, whenever we stood up in our cells, they told us to sit down, and if we refused, they'll come in and push us down. But we also couldn't pray because they thought that we shouldn't be praying, and they starved us.
Shut up, you!
I saw my friends die in front of me. It was a horrible experience.
So Yasir, what was the interrogation like?
The interrogation was horrible. I remember they shouted at us, trying to make us believe that we were part of the Taliban. They had pictures saying that we were there, but actually we weren't. They wanted to try and make us break, so then we'll tell them that we were part of the Taliban. But none of us, well, mostly, none of us were part of the Taliban. I can't believe they actually did something so cruel to us.
Come in! Come in! Your victim is here. What's your name? Yasir Chandi. What nationality are you? I'm Pakistani. What nationality are you? I'm flying. Are you part of Al-Qaeda? No! Come on, don't lie. Tell us. You see this? I'll shoot you if you don't tell us. You're not
Buddhism people believe that killing or murdering one of another life is unacceptable, but however, they don't believe that they should be suffered into inhumane camps like Guantanamo Bay. According to Buddhism, if they are good in their lives, they will achieve Maya and enlightenment. That people should not kill or harm people or do bad things, or else they will not achieve the illusion of Maya. And Buddhists also believe in compassion and non-violence. Therefore, they are against the idea of Guantanamo Bay, where detainees are tortured. Many Christians are against the existence of Guantanamo Bay because it is inhumane and it treats people badly. There are many other practical reasons why they are against it. God once said that we should love our neighbor. So since we are all equal in this world, we should respect each other and value each other and treat them well too.
Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. This quote tells us that we should treat others the way that we would want to be treated. Hurting others is committing a terrible sin, so Guantanamo Bay's method is definitely not right in this case. Christians could never slay their enemies, and this tells us that even if you dislike or someone has done something wrong, you should never hurt them in any way. Christians are not allowed to correct with violence. Hence, this quote tells us that Guantanamo Bay's method is not right as well.
25 Christian peacemakers marched all the way from Santiago to Cuba on December 14th, 2005. They demanded entrance into the Guantanamo Bay prison and made an appeal because there were 4 missing people in Iraq. The people that were part of the march itself were responding to one of George Bush's statements saying that people who are concerned with the prison should go down there and take a look for themselves. It is really safe to say that some Christians are against the idea of Guantanamo Bay altogether.
Guantanamo Bay may seem like a horrible place. However, it is a prison camp for terrorists. Not all people who are in Guantanamo Bay are innocent. There are real terrorists who have killed people or have been involved in terrorist activities. We are guaranteed to get innocent people, but it's the price we have to pay for safety. The information we have received from the people who are being held in Guantanamo Bay have saved lives of people in our country and in other countries. If Guantanamo Bay was to be closed down, it would make the US and other countries less safe.
Both John McCain and Barack Obama called for the detention camp to be closed. When Obama became president, he proposed to do this. However, more than 2 years later, he still hasn't had a move. Also, many religious figures are against the idea of torture and violence. There are many rumors and theories of Guantanamo Bay and the activities that occur within it. There are also quite a few differences on view of it, of both religious and practical. But what will happen to Guantanamo Bay? Though it is said that Guantanamo Bay will be closing in a year or two, the future is still uncertain. This is Zara Ahmed at BBC News. Thank you. Now for the weather with Linda.